Well, hello there, folks, and welcome to Sandy on Sunday, the Lord's Day, and we're celebrating with the wonderful creation of the purest, the amber nectar, the purest drop direct from the Lord Himself, the nectar of the gods, the nectar of the Lord. And Toki the taster here is just having a little taste of it as well. I'm going into Irish accent. I don't know why. I'm supposed to be West Highland. I suppose they're quite similar. Anyway, he's not one for the whisky. It's Toki the taster. Anyway, welcome. My name is Norman the Nose. Oh, I meant to colour my nose in red. I forgot to do that. Never mind. It'll soon be red by the end of the programme. And I've got my own handy tasting glass here, which I forgot was attached to me just before we went live there. I leant back from the table which it was resting on and it poured it all over me. So I apologise for the state of myself yet again. I apologise for the state of Toki the taster, who has got his little this is actually a face mask made by a wonderful little player friend of mine, Julia Digman, but he's wearing it as a little tartan wizard's head because he's the magical wizard of whisky tasting. Yes, this is delicious. Let me just savour a drop first. I've got a horrible view of myself there. I hadn't actually seen myself with this garb until just now, and I've just realised I look a horrible bit like a ginger Wolf Harris. That's probably the worst thing in so many ways. Anyway, somebody else said that I look like my friend Peter Brady, which is also a little bit true, although he's not. Oh no, he was ginger. Yeah, that's horrible as well. Anyway, remind me never to wear this disguise again. I have managed to get the moustache and beard to stick today using some everyday clear glue. Now don't try this home kids, because it stings a little bit, to be honest, and I'm not sure how much effort it'll take to get it off, but oh, I can eat that. Oh yeah. Toki's a well-known glue sniffer. No, you can't. You have to save that nose for sniffing whiskies. You can't sniff glue in your spare time. It'll destroy your little nose cells. Right. Well, we're going to start off. I'm going to take this off because I tried to put the eyebrows on as well, by the way, but it just wouldn't stay on even with the glue. So we're going to start off. I'm going to take this dangerous glass off. This was given to me, by the way, in Germany earlier this year by a lovely lady who I didn't know, but was one of the customers at my friend Tom Dam's Evangelische Kirche. Is an evangelical church where they put on lots of gigs for me and my friends Joanna Scott Douglas and Jan Yedding, our partner. And it was the whisky festival. No, it was a Scottish festival this year there, and we were playing as one of the guests. This was before lockdown, literally just before lockdown, months before. And the guests were carrying these little whisky glasses around, so they never lost their glass. It just hangs around your neck, you see. It's very good. So that was a nice present. And it says, Whisky Messe. Yes, I have made quite a mess of myself with the whisky so far. Right, we've got something very exciting to start the show today. We'll try and get the accent back. We've got something very exciting for you today. It's so exciting. I'm going to put this camera up a wee tiny bit because I was trying to get Toki the dog and I've got too much of him and not enough of me. It's all about me. It's not about the darn dog. Toki's only going to be with us for another couple of months and then he's off flying back to Canada, man. He's going to Canada. Oh, I'm going to miss the little guy. He's going to miss these costumes as well. Now, what's Ginger Rolf going to sing? I'm telling you what he's going to sing. This is a fantastic song. Intro. Don't worry, we're getting to it. Oh, Campbellton Loch, I wish you were whisky, Campbellton Loch. Oh, hi! Campbellton Loch, I wish you were whisky, I would drink you dry. Now, Campbellton Loch is a beautiful place, but the price of the whisky is grim. How nice it would be if the whisky was free and the loch was filled up to the brim. Oh, Campbellton Loch, I wish you were whisky, Campbellton Loch. Oh, hi! Campbellton Loch, I wish you were whisky, I would drink you dry. And you would drink it dry as well, Toki, wouldn't you? Yes? Oh, I could drink that. Oh, I could definitely drink that. Now, what's next? Oh, I I'd buy a yacht with the money I've got, and I'd anchor it out in the bay. And if I wanted a sip, I'd go in for a dip. I'd be a swimmer by night and by day. Yes, come to the loch, I wish it were whiskey. Come to the loch, loch, aye. Come to the loch, I wish it were whiskey. I would drink you dry. We've had the gathering of the clans. They come from near and far. I can see them grin as they're wading in and shouting. Slan Shiva. I don't mind if I do. Oh, come with the loch, I wish it was whiskey. Come with the loch, oh hi. Come with the loch, I wish you were whiskey. I would drink you dry. But what if the boat should overturn and drown in the loch was I? You'd hear me shout, you'd hear me call out, what a wonderful way to die! Ha ha! Come with the loch, I wish it was whiskey. Come with the loch, oh hi. Come with the loch, I wish you were whiskey. I would drink you dry. Oh, what's this I see? Oh, cone for me, it's a vision to make your blood freeze. It's the police afloat in a big dirty boat, and they're shouting, time, gentlemen, please. Come to the loch, I wish you were whiskey. Come to the loch, loch, aye. Oh, come to the loch, I wish you were whiskey. I would drink you dry. And again, come to the loch, I wish you were whiskey. Come to the loch, loch, aye. Come to the loch, I wish you were whiskey. I would drink you dry. Oh, Toki was so enamoured with that song that he fell asleep. Like, oh, he's loving that wee hat though. He's loving that wee hat. Okay, when he wakes up again, we'll turn the camera back up. But we'll get the cameraman to turn the camera back up, because yes, we've got all these people that do all these amazing jobs. Somebody's just trying to call me, and I've just realised I've left my phone on. Sorry, folks. Right. It's all going wrong today, as usual, but that's what you love, isn't it? It's the spontaneity of the show. As some of you may notice, the moustache is becoming more mobile as well. I have a feeling it may be falling off. The moustache may be falling off. Oh God, the phone is falling off and the moustache is falling off. Right, just leave the phone next time, Sandy. Don't start mucking about with things. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. However, just in case it does need fixed, I have gaffer tape at ready. Gaffer tape sorts everything. Yeah, oh, I could eat that. Oh yes, oh delicious gaffer tape. Sticky. Oh, I love the feel of the sticky stuff on my tongue. Oh yeah. Try that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Right. Okay, we're going to have some proper tunes now. Tunes to do with whiskey. By the way, this whole show is about whiskey. As you can see, I'm even wearing a Glenlivet hat. I had to read that backwards. And I'm even wearing a kilt. Ha ha! Oops. Ha ha! God, I can't believe I had a squint sporran. I hate that. I hate a squint sporran. Oh, I hate a squint sporran as well, don't you, Toki? Yes. I was going to call myself Torquil the Taster, but I thought Toki the Taster was better. I went for Norman the Nose. Now, what was I going to do? Oh yes, play some tunes. That's what I was going to do. The first one. Oh yeah, the whole show was recommended about whiskey today by Amar Dravid, my friend who lives in Switzerland. We can't visit at the minute, no, because it's too full of the virus, isn't it? Yes, naughty Swiss have been socialising. Yes, socialising, haven't you? So, no, we're not going to be visiting there for a while. But thank you very much, Amar, for the suggestion. It was an excellent suggestion. And I might even play a tune to do with whiskey, if I can find it. Oh, yes, here we go. Highland whiskey. This moustache is not doing well. God, I'm going to write an angry letter of complaint to 151 Clear Glue. It doesn't do what it says on the tube. I think it does actually say do not use this on human skin. Right. This is called Highland Whiskey. Uh-oh. I apologise on behalf of my moustache. whiskey. Now let's see if the glue's dry, but let's see if Toki would. Oh, I can eat that. I can eat that. Oh yeah. Would you like to wear it as a little moustache, sir? No, he doesn't. How about an eyebrow? Oh, it's a lovely eyebrow. Yes, it goes nicely with your hat. He's got a wee ginger eyebrow. Hey, he's half Scottish now. He's actually a Canadian dog, and he's going back to Canada in a specially built kennel. Yeah, they actually build your own kennel for you when you get transported as a pet inter-Atlantically. Is that the right word? No, it's not. Internationally. And long haul. Yeah, he's going long haul in his own. He's demanding his own homemade kennel with features. His ticket price is actually 4 times the human price to get delivered there, so yeah, it better be a good kennel. Yes, I'm gonna miss you. Now, what was next? Oh, it's my Auntie Anne's birthday today. Congratulations, Auntie Anne in Bo'ness. I hope you're having a lovely time. Boriston Ness, to give it its full title, or Bo''Ness, as most of us know. And oh, got a wee bit blue and thing there. I hope you're having a lovely day. Now, what was the next thing I was going to do? Oh yes, I was going to talk about a little show I'm doing on Wednesday this week on a new radio station. I've mentioned it before, Caledon Radio. It's up and running. I was almost going to do the interview 2 weeks ago, but then there was that terrible night of flooding and lightning and thunder, and the radio station, which or one of the bases of the several bases around the country of the station, was flooded out. Yes, friend Laurie Hunter, his shed was flooded out, and so we had to postpone it. But it's going to be this Wednesday, so if you would like to tune in, it's a brand new radio station. It's all about Scotland. Wonderful new radio station, and it's already very popular, called Caledon Radio, and you'll get it on Tinternet. I'll be on 11:30 this Wednesday morning. That is the 2nd of September. God, we're in September already. Yeah, summer just went zip. Great, right, now I'm going to play some more tunes. This is a famous tune called Farewell to Whisky, or Neil Gow's Farewell to Whisky, and it was written by Neil Gow, I'm pretty sure, and he gave up whiskey. He was like, I've had it of whiskey, just like heartburn, I can't remember anything I did, I'm going to give it up. And then a few years later, guess what? Yeah, he wrote a tune called Welcome Whiskey Back Again. Yeah, you can't stay away for it for too long, can you? No, you can't, Toki. Right, Farewell to Whiskey. That's a slow, sad one, because of course it's like, oh, whiskey, I'm giving it up. And then afterwards it's a little bit perky. It's Welcome Back to Whiskey. Yeah. Okay. His little face, but he's resting on my kilted leg. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. The dog I'm talking about. Whiskey's back. Oh, the little doggy's asleep on my lap again. Yeah, there he is. He's just resting his little. Oh, look, he's just resting his little chin on my tartan. Like, he loves the feel of tartan. He loves the smell of whiskey. Oh, I can eat that. I can do that. Maybe not. And he loves the feel of warm tartan on his leg. Okay, I've got something really exciting for you now. Because I'm going to take these off, by the way. Because I can't actually see anything. I'm going to take this off. It's getting a little bit hot. You know what? I'm going to take that off as well. Right. What we're going to do now is a request. Yes, we've had a request, Toki. We've had a request, and it's not to shut up for a change. No. Yes, it's a proper request. This is from Tom Lewin, Piper friend, and he would like to hear the Sprig of Ivy. Yes, because that's the name of a tune. There's pretty much tunes named after anything you can think of, so I think I could probably keep the show going. Bad news, folks, I could probably keep the show going forever with just a different theme. I could just think of a random theme every week and there'll probably be some tunes around it. Anyway, it's got nothing to do with whiskey this week. This is to do, well, the show does, yes, but this particular tune, the Sprig of Ivy, obviously, because you can't make whiskey from ivy, not as far as I know. Anyway, it's a lovely tune. It's a 2/4 march. And I thought, well, I could just play a 2/4 march on its own, but it'd be nice to play it with another one. So I'm going to play another tune that's also got nothing to do with whiskey, which is called Donald Crane's Farewell to Oban, another popular 2/4 march. But after that, normal service will be resumed, and we'll be back to the Ushkabeha, the water of life. Yes, they have the same name. Ushkabeha does mean water of life in Gaelic. Ushke is water, and Beha is of life. They have a similar name for the strongest spirit in every country. In Scandinavia, for example, it's called aqua vit, aqua water, vit, life. So yeah, it's all the same idea. It's like, oh yeah, this stuff will make you live forever. You fall over and get run over by a bus or horse and cart in those days. But anyway, the theory's good. Sprig of Ivy. Yes, Sprig of Ivy, Toki. Wow. I think I actually managed to get 3, possibly 4 different tunes in there. I can't even remember what I started with there. What I was supposed to play was Donald McLean's Farewell to Oban, but it left before I got there. He's gone to Oban, so never mind. I'll try and play Donald McLean's Farewell to Oban after a little bit of practice another time for you. Anyway, I got the Sprig of Ivy right, so that's something. Oh, very, very good stuff as well. Now, I've got some exciting things to show you here. This is either very far away or very small. Which one is it? Well, you're right, it's very small. And as you can see, those of you that are masters of reading backwards, it's Dalwhinnie, yes! And I pass Dalwhinnie every week, normally on the way up to teach at Plockton, but I'm not doing that at the minute because I'm teaching online. Yes, we're all online these days for safety. For our own safety, keeping us away from these infectious young pupils, of course. That's probably what the reason is. Anyway, every time I go past Dalwhinnie, it's the most beautiful whitewashed distillery in Dalwhinnie. There's a long straight road leads up to it. I'm always up there late at night, and I've told you before, I think those of you who are regular viewers of the show, that I often have to dodge rabbits. Yes, they do this kamikaze thing coming out from both sides. Or there's a little bit of grass all the way along this long single track road that leads to past the distillery, and they just go poof, 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 poof. They're crazy. They're suicidal. Yeah, I call it the Dalwhinnie kamikaze rabbit run. I have managed to avoid them mostly. It's been the odd squish, I have to confess, but most of them I avoid. But I don't know what it is. I think it's the light skin. They go, panic, panic. It's like whack-a-mole, but with tires. Now, Dalwhinnie. Oh yes, what have we got here? Is this one? Is this one also very far away? Or is it also very small? No, it's also very small. It's the Balvenie. But it's very nice. It's very nice. It's a present from a friend who liked you, but not as much as his other friends. Your other friends, who would give you a little size one. But hey, can't knock it. Can't knock it. And this was a very nice one that I got for my 50th birthday. Oh, I haven't mentioned my 50th birthday last year for a while. Thank God it was last year. In April. And this is from friend Ian Kinnear, and this says backwards, Sandy's number 50 whiskey, and it's from Brechin. Look, Brechin Distillery, and it is actually JT Curry. No, Perth. Yeah. Anyway, that's enough. That's enough about me. Let's get on with some more Irish, not Irish tunes, whiskey tunes. Yes, it is an Irish tune actually. This has got the wonderful name Whiskey Before Breakfast, and I'm going to play it with another Irish tune called The Humours of Whiskey. By the way, in Ireland they drink this. Yes, this is what they call whiskey, but it's not real whiskey. You can tell because of the spelling. It's got an E in it. That's the giveaway. It's the giveaway. It's not the real thing. Yes, we save this for the visitors. When the Irish come over, we go, oh, you'll be having a Jameson's. Yes, we'll keep the good stuff for ourselves. Yes. And while we're on the subject of an extra E in whiskey, this is also called whiskey, and this is also not really whiskey. Again, the secret is in the clue is in the title. E, whiskey, whiskies. Again, for the American tourists. Oh, you would like a wee Jack Daniels. Jack Daniels is very nice actually, cool, but it's not quite the same as a malt. Anyway, we're going to have the humours of whiskey. And Whiskey Before Breakfast, a couple of Irish tunes. Humours of Whiskey is a 9/8. It's called a slip jig, and hopefully I won't slip off it. Oh dear, I've finished that one already. Better do a wee top up. Sick. What's that, Toki? What's that? Oh, whiskey. The Humours of Whiskey, right, okay. Yes, when Toki turns round like that and presents his bottom to the camera, that means he's not impressed with my playing, and neither was I. Never mind, I'm just trying to sight read these tunes, don't actually know them. But who knows, I might even learn them. If we can work out what the correct notes are in the correct order. That's always a thing, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it'd be easy if we could just play the notes in any old order. No, you have to play them in the correct order, apparently. Now that reminds me, Whiskey Before Breakfast, what a great name for a tune. I'm not actually having my breakfast today, so I'm having whiskey before breakfast. I have to confess, this is actually cold tea, which tastes horrible, but anyway, looks good, looks the part. Maybe I should have got Iron Brew. It's almost that orange. I could have got away Iron Brew. Yes, it reminds me of when I was touring in Italy many years ago with either Burach or my own band, the Sandy Brechin band. What the original name? Yes, we were staying at the promoter's house, Gigi Bresciani, well-known promoter up in the north of Italy, and there was another band there from Ireland called the Whiskey Priests, I think. And I remember the lead singer, a lovely chap, who had bright green hair. Yeah, dyed it green, obviously not natural. And we were all having dinner together at Gigi's house. That was wonderful. Them were the days when you could travel abroad and perform gigs. Anyway, who knows? Might be performing again soon. Well, not really soon, but there might be live music again in September. So we'll see what happens with that. Anyway, back to the show. Now we've had one song already. Normally I've limited myself to one song a show for the protection of you, the audience. But today I'm feeling a little bit risky because I've had a little bit too much of the cold tea. You know what? I'm going to throw caution to the wind. I'm going to sing the second song. Yeah. Now this song is a song that I used to get asked to do every time I went to Norway with Burach. Yes, we had spent months, years writing our own music, our own songs, and we were about to unleash them on the world for the first time. And we had many tours of Norway. It was a wonderful, if a tad expensive country to go and visit, and I thought these are the perfect Scandinavian types to test our new songs on. And we would try and play our own songs, and they would just shout out, "Give us whiskey in the jar! Whiskey in the jar! Yes!" And so eventually we just gave in and went, right, okay, let's play Whiskey in the Jar. Anyway, as you can see, I've put on this wig. This is actually a Phil Lynott wig, because I'm going to give you not just any old whiskey in the jar. No, I'm going to give you the Thin Lizzy version. Yeah. Oh yeah. I better just gargle. I have actually got me frog in my throat. I'm being choked by my own. What do you call that? Can't remember. Too much whiskey. As I was going over the Cork and Kerry mountains, I saw Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. First produced my pistol and then produced my rapier. I said, "Stand and deliver, or the devil he may take you." A serum, whack for my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Oh! Who needs electric guitars? Yeah, feel the power. I took all of his money and it was a pretty penny. I took all of his money and I brought it home to Molly. That doesn't rhyme. She swore that she loved me, no, never would she leave me. The devil take that woman, yeah, for you know she tricked me easy. Mushroom, mushroom, and whack for my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Instrumental. Being drunk and weary, I went to Molly's chamber, taking Molly with me, but I never knew the danger. For about 6 or maybe 7, yeah, in walked Captain Farrell. I jumped up, fired my pistols, and I shot him with both barrels. I've gone West Country, never mind. Mushroom, never knew what that boat was anyway. My former daddy, oh, there's whiskey in the jar. Instrumental. Woo. Some men like a fishing, some men like the fowling, some men like to hear the cannonball roaring. Me, I like sleeping, especially in my Molly's chamber. But here I am in prison, here I am with a ball and chain. What? That's such a bizarre verse. Mushroom, mushroom, whack for my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o, there's a whiskey. Whiskey in the jar, mushroom, mushroom, whack for my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Wow, that was incredible. Phil Lynott must be absolutely spinning. Spinning is great. Wow. Please, please, don't ever let me do that again. Thank goodness it's not going out live over the internet where everybody can see it. Right, how are we doing for time? Oh my god! I've not even got through half the stuff yet. Never mind. It's time to do a proper tune after that silliness. We're going to do a tune called In Dispraise of Whisky. And that is a wonderful 9/8. It's another 9/8 tune. This is a Scottish tune this time. And it's followed by How Can We Abstain from Whisky? Yes, all these tunes written by people struggling to stay away from the naughty whisky. In Dispraise of Whisky. And how can we abstain from whisky? Well, we can't really, we'll just have to drink it. We've got one more whisky to show you. I hope you like the impressive collection behind me here. That's my entire whisky collection, not like Amar Dravid's. If you look at the little advert for today's show that I posted this morning, you'll see he's added a picture of his own collection there in Switzerland. He's not going to be worried about leaving Switzerland in a hurry, no matter the quarantine situation. Yeah, now he'll just sit there with his wall of malt whiskies, which looks pretty impressive. Anyway, these are all my ones, and I dragged them all off the top shelf, which is where they sit, so they're out of Temptation's way. You see, out of Temptation's way, can't reach in the top shelf, and I just bring them down for special occasions. But here's a very special one that I wanted to show you. This is from a wonderful friend of mine who I've not mentioned before. It's well deserving of a mention. This is Rab Way. Now I know everything's backwards because I still can't work out how to make the picture flip on my phone. Maybe there's a techie person out there that could help me. But anyway, this is actually a special expression, I think it is, of Kilchoman whisky for my friend Rab Way. You can see he's got the his own name on it. His own name is on every bottle. He gave me this as a present. And this is a private cask release. Yeah, it's very expensive, I think. As you can see, I've not opened it yet because I'm savouring it for a special occasion. Anyway, thank you very much, Rob. That's very kind of you. Gave me that a few years ago. And well, I have mentioned Rob before because he's the person that also commissioned the Sandy Shandy beer that I had for my 50th birthday party last year. 51 now, by the way. Can't just keep sitting on the laurels of 50 and talking about it all the time. No, 51. It's all in the past now. Now I've got another tune for you, which I've never actually played before, but I've heard it. I've heard it many times played by a wonderful band, Sugar Nifty, and it's one of their tunes called A Whisky Kiss, and it's an absolutely fantastic tune, but it's not easy. I'm just sight reading it off a bit of paper in front of me, so please forgive me in advance. The amazing fiddle player frontman for many years, or most of their history, was of course the wonderful Angus Grant Jr. He was a lovely, lovely chap, and he had one of the most spectacular beards I've ever seen on a man, and a fantastic player and composer, and sadly no longer with us. In fact, when I was up at Glen Nevis the other week, I went to visit his grave. He's got a lovely gravestone that says Angus Grant Jr. Sugar Nifty, and it's got the little red tassel that his dad Angus Grant Sr. gives to all his pupils as marked on the gravestone. Lovely, beautiful up there in Glen Nevis Valley. What a fantastic place. Anyways, this is called A Whisky Kiss, and hopefully it's going to go okay because there's only 4 minutes left, so I don't get a second chance. There's no second chances in this show. Yeah, it's all live. Toki is enraptured by today's show. He's gone into total comatose mode. Toki, could you give us a little smile for the people? Yeah, thank you, Toki. Yeah, he's still there. Toki, what? We're going to have to renegotiate your contract. Yeah, maybe more snacks. He used to be so much more involved, so much more active. I'm still not allowed to feed him, by the way. Someone's out just now. Maybe I could sneak him a little bone afterwards. See. Right, Whisky Kiss. This is probably the last tune of the show. couldn't do the whole thing without making a tiny little fluff at the end there. No, I had to. Yeah, lovely tune. Whisky Kiss, sorry. I'm not quite sure what I said there. I'm not going to watch that afterwards. Whisky Kiss, yeah, by the amazing Shugal Nifty. And a little word about how to drink your whisky. Of course, if you're drinking just a normal like, should I say, grouse or ales, you can just stick any old thing in it, Coke even. But if you're drinking a malt, you're not supposed to put anything in it. Maybe a tiny touch of water. As the great Andy Stewart said, if you're going to start a fire, what's the point in pouring water on it? So, but personally, I actually like drinking whiskey with ice in it, and that's apparently even worse, putting ice in a malt whiskey. But I love ice in whiskey. I don't know why, and it's nice and cool. Yeah, nice and cool. And the other thing I like, and this is really, you'll be ashamed of me, Scotch folk, because this is quite popular in America. But I saw this, a guy ordered this in a pub it was the Blue Mountains. It was the hotel. What's it called in the Blue Mountains of Australia? Oh God, it'll come back to me. Anyway, Katoomba is the name of the town, and this guy ordered a whiskey and ginger. I went, what's that? Like in a kind of curious way. He said, it's whiskey and ginger ale. I went, I love one of those in a kind of baby sham kind of way. And oh my God, it was brilliant. So yeah, I actually like whiskey and ginger, but again, bells or grouse for that, not the special stuff. Anyway, time's up. It's all over. I've shared some of my wisdom on whiskey with you today. Thank you for joining me, Norman the Nose, and my useless co-host who slept all the way through it. God, this rug's it's more exciting than Toki. Toki, wake up and say goodbye to all the folks at home. Oh dear, useless. Anyway, thank you so much for watching once again. There's a PayPal link somewhere around if you fancy giving me a donation. If you think there's anything in the show that's worth a donation, between 1 and 5 pence seems to be the common one. But feel free to give more if you would like. And if not, if you're just happy watching, thank you so much. Because it's very nice for you to take time to watch my show. And we'll be back next week in another guise, but probably with some stronger glue. Goodbye! Right, Toki, we're going to have a word, mate. This is not good enough. The audience are expecting to see doggy action. Yes, doggy action. Where is all the excitement? We are supposed to be a double act. Yes, for like the crankies, you and me. Yes, come on. Why don't you flap your wings for a bit? What's it? Do you want some food? Will I sneak you a little snack? Do you want an orange? Oh, I could eat that. Yes, okay, I'll tell you what. If you're a little bit more exciting next week, I will give you 2 segments of orange. Is that a deal? Oh yeah, okay, it's a deal.